Hey everyone, welcome to 5 More Minutes, the show where two friends relive their childhoods or, in some cases, learn about everything they missed out on. I'm Kendra.
And I'm Scott.
All right. Well, I just lost my tab. There it is. Okay. Nope, that's my email. I'm really killing it right now.
Wow.
All right. Why do writers always feel cold?
Writers? I don't know.
Because they're surrounded by drafts.
I get it.
I have another one.
All right.
What is the difference between a cat and a comma?
Cat and a comma. Not sure.
A cat has claws at the end of its paws, and a comma is a pause at the end of a clause.
Oh, wow. Look at all these literacy jokes.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
Why did Shakespeare write with ink?
I do not know.
Because he couldn't decide which pencil to use, to be or not to be.
Wow. Levels.
Yeah, that's all I have.
These are educational jokes right here.
I typed in literature jokes.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, because, that fits my vibe, so.
Didn't get those quality dad jokes like I found.
Well, they're literature dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That joke has a pretty overarching area, I guess. Very nice. So did you have fun at your little dance last night?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
I mean, it was interesting. It was kind of lame.
Yeah. Straight middle school.
Yeah, and everyone was kind of awkward like they are in middle school too, so worked out.
Sounds like a good time. You just missed a bumping time on Discord, Bumping.
Yeah. Discord is always so bumping when we're on it.
Right.
Like, hold me back.
Yeah. And then we watched a weird movie last night. We watched The Apostle, is a movie on Netflix. So that was a little different. It was not really what I expected. And it was kind of long, but it was interesting. Me, Ian, and Keaton braved the night.
Next time I'm on for movie night, we should watch that movie my student recommended.
Yeah, I remembered it. I was waiting for you to show up. I was like, oh, we have that one movie that Kendra recommended. I was like, oh, but we can't watch it if she's not here. So
yeah.
Yeehaw.
Makes
sense. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to print trophies, and I kind of thought this was going to happen. I have to worry about like suction. And one of them printed fine, but the other one's like missing a hole, and I don't want to reprint it because it took like 9 hours. So I'm going to try to patch
missing
it.
Missing a hole? What does that
mean?
It's
like it... Ooh. Probably should have cleaned my print bed, and I forgot to, so hopefully these things print okay. Well, I didn't realize it had a hole in it. It was like kind of like sticking because of the suction. Because of the way I oriented them. So it like has a gap in it, like it's missing a piece.
Oh.
I think I can patch it with some of the like putty stuff I have, but I have to have all these done by Wednesday. I mean, I didn't have to, is my idea, but.
And they also probably don't have to be to Kendra quality,
Yeah, well, they're going to be easy to paint because they're just like shiny. They're trophies. So if I get like bronze, gold, and silver spray paint, I don't really have to do anything else.
Just hose them down.
Yeah.
Nice.
But one of them says number 1 Miss Waters expert.
Impressive.
And one of them says, one of them is a little unicorn participation trophy. What did
You tried.
I don't think I printed the you tried one. Unless, I found a different one. I found a poop emoji trophy that says you tried.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. So
just a little dookie.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do the you tried for 3rd place and the participation for 2nd place. So I'll have a silver unicorn and a bronze poop emoji.
Yay!
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be quite a Jeopardy session or whatever it is.
There's 21 questions. They're all about me.
Holy cow! You couldn't just make it 23, huh? I mean, you like those Easter eggs.
Well, I might add to it. I was making it at school.
Okay.
My students were like, how do we like study up for this? I was like, I don't know. You just had to have been listening. I was like, you listen to my podcast. You might get some answers from that.
Wow. Just drop that in there.
Yeah.
Go listen to it.
I asked my student who actually listens if he'd leave us a review. So if he does, we'll give him a shout out.
Wow. First review.
Yeah, it's been a
Almost
year
50
too,
episodes
so that'd
in.
be cool. But it's fine.
Yeah. I guess we can just jump right in.
Mm-hmm.
The goal today is to wrap the Cell saga for Dragon Ball Z,
Mm-hmm.
which is quite a bit of material. I think people think this is less interesting than some other things, so I don't think they're going to be too offended if we glean over some stuff.
Mm-hmm. It
But
really
Kendra
seems to be drug out.
Yeah, Kendra has been diligently watching the abridged for hours.
Yeah.
And she's almost done.
Because I got back from my walk at 1:40, I think. Mm-hmm. Started cooking around 2. And I've watched it for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I was cooking also, so probably not like super into it, but I did have to choose that over finishing. I'm behind on finishing the latest Dimension 20 by like 3 episodes, so
save that for some good stuff though. You know?
It just sucks because I can't watch that on the PlayStation because there's no Dropout app. So I usually do it while I'm cooking because then I have my computer in the kitchen. But
makes sense. So yeah, I guess kind of where we left off. Cell was doing Cell things. He was trying to capture. They were
squaring up.
They were squaring up. Piccolo and Cell were kind of getting ready to fight. Mm-hmm. Because Cell showed up and he wants the androids. He wants to absorb them, if you recall. Mm-hmm. And yeah, general enemy evildoer things. And he gets into a fight with Piccolo, but first he recognizes Android 17 and 18. It's like, ooh, that's hot. I want those.
Yeah.
He recognizes
it seems
Android
like
17.
Everyone thinks that they're hot.
Dude, yeah, the hottest. And he recognizes Android 17, the brother, as being, quote, amazingly efficient. Ooh. And that Android 18 was poetry in motion. And he really wants to get in there, or get them in him the way you want to look at it. So, yeah. Piccolo realizes he's there. Krillin goes to get the Android remote control because Bulma made a shutdown for him. So he's going to retrieve that. Mm-hmm. And Piccolo is shocked because the androids see Cell and they're like, what the heck is that? They don't even know who he is. And he's like, oh, this is bad. They don't know what kind of a threat he is. So he tries to tell them, like, hey, he's going to try to absorb you and he's going to get more powerful. We can't let him do that. Mm-hmm. But they're like, I can handle this on my own. Android 17's like, I'll fight him. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So he declines Piccolo's offer to help and fights Cell on his own. And then Android 16, the big burly guy, also warns him not to do it. And he advises them to run away, but they are still skeptical and they don't realize the seriousness and they choose to hang around like a couple of assholes. So,
how dare you?
Oh, I do have slides for this too, so you can open those whenever you want.
Yes, you did mention that.
See the magic of what is.
Oops. Now I'm cold. I turned the air conditioner.
That's how it works.
Because it shoots right out at me.
Yeah, it's like right on your back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Podcasting.
While you're doing that, so Imperfect Cell powers up, doing Dragon Ball things. And he shows off like, hey, I've eaten so many humans, so I'm so powerful now. Mm-hmm. Piccolo tries to interfere, but he is easily overpowered by Cell, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Imperfect Cell breaks Piccolo's neck with a strong punch and blasts him in the stomach, which throws him into the sea. So that's fun. He does not immediately resurface, and he is presumed to be dead. Gohan senses that Piccolo's energy has disappeared, and he goes on a rage, but has to be restrained by Goku elsewhere.
Call me back, bro.
Yeah. So the first slide is Piccolo going head-to-head with Android 17 and actually being pretty good, and then the next one is Piccolo getting his ass kicked by Cell. Mm-hmm. So unfortunate. So now that Piccolo's out of the picture, Android 16 decides that he's going to fight because he's trying to protect these irresponsible teenagers from getting eaten by Cell and causing the world to end, essentially. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he tells Android 18, the female one, to get out of there. And he lovingly tells her that he enjoyed the time they spent together.
How cute and precious.
Yeah. He's kind of a gentle giant,
Yeah.
So he likes to observe nature. So he expresses that the world is a good place and he'd rather die than live in fear. And Android 16 is the unique one because he's totally a robot. The other two are like cybernetic androids, so they still have some human parts, but 16 is all robotic. Oh my God, my computer. Hold on. Hold.
I'm holding, man.
And thunder. So, oh my God. I don't know if you can hear all this right now.
I cannot.
Okay, that's a good sign. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, so perfect. It's stopping. Android 16 interrupts Cell. Cell's trying to get to the other androids to absorb them. 16 tells Android 17 that according to his calculations, his power and strength is equal to that of Cell. So 16, the big guy, he's like, I can go head to head with him and distract him. You guys need to get out of here. Again, leave the area, you douche nozzles. Whoa. But they won't. Yeah. I mean, heated. So him and Cell begin to fight. At one point, Cell strikes Android 16 in the neck with his tail. It's got the little needle on it. And he tries to absorb him, but he can't. And this is when it is revealed that he is the completely robotic model. So there's nothing for him to absorb. So he's like the perfect counter to Cell right now. Android 16 rips off his tail and he claims that he is like a bee without a stinger now. And unfortunately, Cell has Piccolo's cells merged in him so he can just regrow his tail back. So no one cares. So slide 2 shows 16 kind of having the upper hand on Cell. And then
16 is weird. I mean, at least the way, and especially the way they portray him in the abridged.
Yeah, like very, very odd. But he is pretty weird in the show too. Like all he cares about doing when they're going around is like watching birds and watching nature. And only when things are like about to hit the fan is when he like steps in. He's like, no, I like nature. Don't kill it. So, yeah. Android 16 refuses to give up and starts beating down Cell even more. But he cannot kill him. He can't seal the deal. Android 17 sees that 16 is having, a good time beating Cell. Like he's like, we can win this. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
And he plans to finish off Cell despite big androids' repeated warnings to run away. Still, I mean, 80 times now. They don't care. Android 17 gets caught off guard and is absorbed by Cell, which you can see in that other picture there. He sucks him up in his like suction cuppy weird ass tail.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
Yeah, it's a weird to see it like expand into the giant cone and then like, yeah, there's something not good about it.
There's a lot of things not good about it.
Yep. So the other people there watch in horror as he is sucked up into Cell's body. They are now rendered powerless and can do nothing to stop Cell from transforming to his next stage. So Cell transforms. Slide 3. He is now in his, quote, semi-perfect form, and he wants to test how strong he is now. What do you think of his new form here? It's pretty cool.
I mean, it's okay.
Like this is like
he's got like a bright orange cup on, so
yeah, he's got that piece right over the cock piece,
Yeah.
But he did have that in his last form too. But it's just something he likes
I think it like stands out more now because of his power stance.
Yeah, and the weird thing is he has like almost like a beak and a mouth. It's kind of weird. Like they did weird things with his nose and face, but
yeah.
Anyway, he's in his ugly form now, and he attacks Android 16 and severely damages the android now that he's powered up. So now he has taken out the only thing keeping him from Android 18. So he's like, oh, this is in the bag. I'm going to go get this now. He tries to persuade Android 18 by using her brother's voice, saying that he enjoys being part of Semi-Perfect Cell. So that's a cute little mind trick. She doesn't fall for the trick, and she threatens to detonate her self-destruct bomb. But Cell's just like, I'm so fast, I will have enough time to absorb you after you initiate the sequence. So good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck, sucker. And Tien is watching in the background, and he's had enough. So he stalls Semi-Perfect Cell with his new technique, the Neo Tri-Beam, while the androids try to go hide. So slide 4 is muscle-bound Tien showing up to save the day.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it always stood out to me how incredibly like jacked they made Tien for this series.
Yeah.
So huge.
You know, some people just be like that.
Some people be like that, man. So yeah, he's trying to buy time, and basically he keeps blasting him over and over to keep him in the hole in the ground while everyone runs away.
Mm-hmm.
But it's revealed that while he's doing this, every time he uses his tri-beam, it takes away some of his life force. So it's actually pretty dangerous for him to do. But he doesn't care. Meanwhile, at the lookout, Goku and Gohan sense what is going on. And just as a Semi-Perfect Cell, gosh, that's a mouthful. I'm just going to keep calling him a cell, delivers the final blow to Tien, Goku appears using his teleportation instant transmission move. Goku catches Cell off guard. They share words. The Saiyan promises to defeat Cell after he gets stronger. And then Cell mocks Goku for his cowardice. But he is surprised because Goku is able to get both Tien and Piccolo out of there safely and teleport away. Piccolo and Tien are given sensu beans, while Cell continues searching for Android 18. So she's on the run. Things are going bad. Now, this whole time, Trunks and Vegeta have been in the hyperbolic time chamber. So they come out now. They have completed their training. And Bulma, meanwhile, and Baby Trunks go to meet up with Krillin for the shutdown remote. So a backup plan. But it can only be used when Krillin is within a 10-meter range of Android 18. So he has to get kind of close. So Trunks and Vegeta emerge. That is slide 5. You can see that Trunks now has much longer hair, kind of showing you the passage of how much time has been.
There was a lot of angst when they got out of there.
yeah, there was. It was like very dramatic when they walked out.
Yeah, like, wow.
And Vegeta's got all those holes all over, showing that they've been through some things. But it is apparent that both of their powers have increased a lot. Goku notes how strong they are now. Trunks physically has changed because he is both a little bit taller, he is more muscular, and he has longer hair. Oh, yeah. Bulma is surprised by the new length of Trunks' hair and asks why Vegeta's hair didn't grow. But this is where the knowledge bomb is dropped. Agitated, Vegeta informs her that pure-blooded Saiyan hair does not grow or change once they are fully grown. So that is why Goku and
Except
Vegeta
their
always
facial
have
hair is what they said in the...
Yeah, they can grow out some facial hair, but that's pretty much it.
And then they had an awkward thing where they were all trying to imagine Goku with a mustache or something.
There is a picture. I'll send it to you in chat. But in one of the newer series, both Goku and Vegeta show up, and they both have beards because they've been training for so long. So let me drop this in the chat for you. It will only let me send you the link. I can't drop pictures in the chat. So I will do that. And you can feast your eyes.
That's a long link.
I know.
I don't
You'll
like
see it
that.
on the page there. Yeah, you don't like that?
No, that's kind of weird. I wish I had my green screen down.
You throw that in the background.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Where were we? Oh my gosh, computer, work with me here. Thank you. Okay. So Vegeta and Trunks leave. Bulma provides everyone new Saiyan battle armor because they're like, you can't go fighting all this nasty stuff. So he gets new stuff. All of them except the armor, except Piccolo. And he refuses to wear it because he's like, screw that. You guys suck. I like my clothes. And Tien refuses to dress like Vegeta as well. So then Trunks and Vegeta rush off to test their new power against Cell. Goku gives them 2 senzu beans, requests that future Trunk takes care of himself as well as Vegeta.
How precious.
Yeah. So next slide. Now Goku and Gohan are preparing to go in the chamber. Now it's their turn. So they eat a big meal and they go in. And they have this nifty Saiyan armor on to help them in their training.
They were really portraying this as like Goku kind of actually being a dad for once.
And it kind of was like that in the actual show too. Because there's some notes in here that like while Gohan was in there with him, Gohan was like, oh yeah, I'm like eager to learn and, actually be around my dad. So this is like probably some of the best bonding time they've ever had, even though they're just beating the shit out of each other. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Vegeta gets down and they track down Cell. Cell has just been blowing up islands down there trying to find Android 18. It's like his way of just searching for a needle in a haystack. He's just going to blow it all up. Vegeta arrives in time to stop him from blowing up the island that Android 18 is on, with Trunks close behind. Cell, unaware of their training while they've been gone, is unimpressed by Vegeta and Trunks. He's like, I've already beat the crap out of you guys. I don't really care. Vegeta proudly claims that he is now the strongest warrior in the universe and exhibits his new strength by transforming into a Super Saiyan second grade.
Oh, snap.
Which they call Super Vegeta in the show. And so slide 7 is him powering up, and slide 8 is kind of how he looks in his new form. This Super Vegeta form is incredibly bulky. Mm-hmm. His muscles get huge.
He is beefy.
And his power increase goes up. So Cell is still not impressed. He believes that he is superior no matter what. But he soon learns that he is not a match for Vegeta in this phase. So slide 9 kind of shows Vegeta surprising Cell with a good old blast right to the stomach. Vegeta has completely the upper hand. He's actually powered up to a level that he can easily handle Cell. Vegeta counters all of his attacks, dominates in strength and speed. Mm-hmm. Trunks watches the battle and recalls the struggles that they faced in the time chamber, kind of like some inner monologue happening while he's watching the fight. Because while in the chamber, Vegeta refused any help from Trunks, insisting that he only trains alone, and made his feelings of indifference towards Trunks even more apparent. So, not the best bonding time that they had. Mm-hmm. Trunks still greatly wants Vegeta's approval, even though he's kind of a dick to him. And he expresses that quote, which is apparently important enough to pull from the show. I honored my father's wishes to be left alone, but I watched him from afar when I could, and I learned. I knew that my father would achieve the greatness he desired. He would climb any mountain that stood in his path, and I vowed that I would follow in his footsteps. I would make my own ascension so that one day I might face my father as his equal, and he will know that I am his son. Father, one day I will prove myself to you. Maybe then you'll understand all of these dangers you're so eager to face. You don't have to face them alone.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So he's pining over his father while all this is happening. Vegeta battles Cell. Krillin arrives with the remote control. He's like, ooh, we can get the android. Mm-hmm. Even though he knows how important it is for him to destroy the android, he hides, and he is conflicted. He is feeling things in his loins that he has not felt for a while.
Wow.
And he doesn't want to destroy it.
Correct.
Ever since Android 18 awkwardly kissed Krillin on the cheek that one time, he developed strong feelings of affection. So apparently all you need to do to get in Krillin's pants is just give him a peck on the cheek and he will follow you till the day you die.
Makes sense, honestly.
Yep. So the short man smashes the remote to Android 18.
Oh, this was also really funny because in the Abridged series, they were taking bets, like Bulma and everyone else who was with her, on whether or not things were going to go smoothly and who would mess up first. And they were all either saying Vegeta or Krillin, but Bulma was like both.
True. And that continues to be the case. Piccolo and Tien watch the fight from afar. Piccolo mentions Vegeta is toying with Cell, because that's what he does. And he has had the strength to defeat him a long time ago. He believes that the decision may come back to haunt them. The hyperbolic time chamber, Gohan's chances of becoming Super Saiyan looks bleak. So Goku told him that the transformation occurs in a response to need, not out of wanting. So he needs to be in a dire situation for him to be able to trigger this. So back to Cell, Vegeta has proven himself to be the superior warrior in every way. Vegeta tells him he has no chance of winning because even if he did, by some miracle, future Trunks would step in and kill him. And so, for the first time, Vegeta vocally has acknowledged Trunks as his son. So Trunks is like, oh my gosh, what is this feeling? It's approval.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel. Claiming that although future Trunks is not as strong as Vegeta is himself, it would be difficult to tell them apart because of how powerful Trunks is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. While listening to these words, Trunks has a pained look on his face as if he is hiding something. And at this point, Vegeta expresses disappointment that Cell did not present enough of a challenge for him. He's like, oh, I was really hoping for some more. You suck. And because Cell is made up with some of Vegeta's cells, he knows that the greatest weakness of his is his pride. If his pride is broken, he kind of becomes a broken warrior. Cell uses that weakness to manipulate Vegeta. Cell tells him that if he can reach his perfect form, he would destroy Vegeta. He's like, I would be so powerful, man. You ain't seen nothing like it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jesus. And he would become a worthy adversary. Vegeta hungers for a challenge and wants to prove himself even more. So he falls for Cell's trap and he's like, all right, go absorb the android. I don't care. I'll take you down. He steps back from battle, allows Cell to absorb Android 18. However, I guess slide 10 is just Android 18 looking at Krillin like, what are you doing? So there's that.
Yeah.
So now future Trunks knows that Vegeta is blinded by his pride. Go figure. And that if Cell reaches his perfect form, his power will greatly surpass Vegeta's, although Vegeta does not think that's the case. Cell finds the android on the island, but Trunks blocks his path, protecting them. But this angers Vegeta, and Vegeta steps in and attacks Trunks out of nowhere. So that's slide 12 is Trunks getting kicked in his face. Just trying to help, no? Trunks is determined to stop Cell, even if it means standing up to Vegeta. Vegeta laughs, but claims he does not have the guts to face his own father because he's weakened by feelings. He's like, you little prissy boy, I don't have any feelings. I'm superior. Yep. Trunks proves him wrong and blasts Vegeta with a powerful attack. And because of this, Vegeta realizes that Trunks is stronger-willed than he thought. And he gives him some respect, actually. So
all you gotta do is beat up your dad.
That's once you surpass your father, give respect. With Vegeta temporarily out of the way, Trunks tries to stop the things from happening with the android, but Cell uses solar flare, blinding everyone so that he can absorb Android 18. And then he creates a barrier around himself to protect himself while he absorbs her. And so 13 is another awkward Cell absorbing someone with his tail picture. And then he ascends to his perfect form.
I just don't like the way that thing looks around people.
Yeah, I know it's...
Also, why is that hand connected to that belt loop?
It's a bracelet. She just has a belt chain as well. You know what I mean?
I was like, whoa.
Why is she chained to her own pants?
Yeah, that I was so confused. I was like, that's really restricting your movement there.
Yeah, that doesn't seem advantageous. So then slide 14 is Cell in his perfect form now. Woo.
He's a prefect. What do they call that?
A prefect?
Yeah, like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Why?
You
hate
got the dots
this.
on the face.
Like,
Yeah.
and there's nothing I can do unless I hang up a curtain.
Mm-hmm. You're at the sun's mercy, man.
I hate being at the sun's mercy.
Yeah. Okay, so while all this is going on, Goku and Gohan continue their training. Gohan has realized he's not going to reach his goal unless Goku fights him at full power. So Goku starts beating the shit out of him as a Super Saiyan to try to trigger his transformation. And now that Cell is in perfect form, Krillin is enraged because he's like, man, you took away my android booty I was going for. Why has this happened to me? And then Cell knocks Krillin unconscious easily because, unfortunately, Krillin's a little outmatched here. Krillin tells Trunks that he can sense massive power that Trunks is holding back, and that's why he has not unleashed that power to stop Cell. Trunks recalls his training in the chamber, stating at one point that Vegeta reached a plateau, and Trunks was able to surpass him in that time. Trunks does not want his father to know this because he fears that Vegeta would hate him because of it. Even though Trunks has worked hard to gain his approval, he knows Vegeta would rather lose than to accept someone's help because of his pride. So, unfortunate. And Trunks refuses to step in and reveal his true power until Vegeta loses consciousness. Perfect Cell then resumes his fight with Vegeta. And now it's a total flip-flop. Vegeta is now beating the crap out of Cell is now beating the crap out of Vegeta at every move. So they have totally flip-flopped with his power. Trunks was right. He's just way too strong. All of his attacks do not phase Cell at all. Shocks Vegeta because he puts all of his energy into these attacks. It's doing nothing. Cell laughs at his weakness, says, get stronger, get good or go home, bro.
Whoa, such a insult.
GG easy, you know?
Sure.
So Cell takes one massive attack from Vegeta's final flash move, which does successfully blow off Cell's arm. But other than that, that's really all he has. With a series of attacks, Cell knocks Vegeta unconscious. So now it's Trunks' turn. And he powers up to Super Trunks level, which is slide 15. And you see the burly boys in action. Let's see here. So he takes Krillin and Vegeta away from the battlefield so they can recover. He does not want his father to know that he has surpassed his power. So he allows Cell to take the upper hand as a distraction and does not fight back until Vegeta is off the battlefield. He's going through extreme lengths to not let Vegeta know about this.
I didn't really understand what the point of that was, but
yeah, it's just because he wants Daddy's approval.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
also in the abridged version, there were two like weird things. One of them was like a Halloween spoof where like Krillin has a dream and it's like the movie Halloween, but it's like it's like this stuff. And then in one of the episodes, he like wakes up and he's like, "Oh, I just had the weirdest dream." Is weird. I didn't really pay attention because I figured it wasn't important. And then there was another one that was the history of Trunks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So kind of like the history of Trunks, I think, was an actual one, and that's like the actual movie.
There's a movie
goes through that. Yeah, that explains future Trunks' backstory.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's going. Oh my god. Oh my god. This weather is insane.
What's out there, man?
It is like all of a sudden it is super dark. It is dumping rain.
Dang.
Wow. We've had all weather today. We had hail earlier. Like I said, Cheyenne has, I think I told you she has a video on her phone she took of it while it was going on, but oh, yeah, it's nuts. Okay, so now Trunks is fighting. Piccolo observes with amazement, and he agrees that Trunks is indeed now stronger than Vegeta and possibly stronger than Cell as well. Trunks is now thought to be the strongest warrior in the universe and attempts to attack Cell, but Cell easily dodges. Confuses Trunks as he believed his Super Saiyan third grade, which is his ascension from second grade. Oh my God. You hear that yet?
I do hear that, yeah. Dang.
Oh my God. It's just like buckets of water off the roof.
That's intense.
So the issue with Vegeta and Trunks' bulky Saiyan form is that they are slow now. Bro.
It's kind of like my character in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
When Keaton was playing with me the other day, he was like, I just don't understand how you're okay with rolling so slow. And I was like, but I've never rolled fast.
Oh, you've never fixed it, so you just don't. Yeah, you just don't know.
And it's been like that the whole time. So like, except for probably like the first day we played.
Yeah, I can't stand it. I've always had a fast roll. I don't know what to do.
I can change my character now though because I beat
Renala.
Yeah. Probably fine.
Okay. We're going to keep flying through this because we're almost through this part. And then we got one more little mini arc. Here we go. So back in the time chamber, Goku has discovered the Super Saiyan second and third grades and immediately has discovered the weakness of the slow movement. So he deems it useless because he would not be able to catch your opponent. Goku comes up with a plan to stay in the Super Saiyan form for so long that it feels natural to him and Gohan, so they do not have to waste their energy of transforming. That way, they can increase their stamina with the energy they save.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the way they're going to move forward. Trunks resumes his fight with Cell. Cell exploits Trunks' weakness. He uses his speed advantage to defeat Trunks, who is still wondering why he cannot touch Cell. Cell tells him why and explains it would have increased his own strength if he wanted to, but he too would have been too bulky to attack. Trunks quits the battle and tells Perfect Cell that he can kill him. However, Cell lets him live and is curious about how Trunks and Vegeta gained so much power in so little time. This leads him to come up with an idea of having a tournament, the Cell Games, which will occur in 10 days from now. So, How about that? I guess slide 16, you can see Goku discovering.
Maybe it wasn't almost over then, because I definitely don't think I got to this. I mean, the last like episode and a half, I was kind of doing things like in here while I was listening, so I maybe tuned out a little bit more. But I'm pretty sure. Well, so Trunks was like powering up, and then the one that I was watching when I stopped, I kind of missed the beginning of because I went in the bathroom and then came back in here and it was still playing. But like they were sitting around like where I paused it with the weird people.
The weird people.
Yeah. I don't know.
It might make more sense because when we'll get into this a little bit.
Okay.
So Cell has announced his games. Goku and Gohan come out of the time chamber, which is slide 17. As you can see, they are now in the pattern of consistently holding their Super Saiyan form just because. So Goku has also attained the power of Super Saiyan in the time chamber. So they have been deemed to master the Super Saiyan form. Gohan's appearance comes to a surprise because Piccolo and Chi-Chi, they're like, whoa, he is like beefier, he's bigger, he's got more muscle, and he's taller. Because, time passes in there. So Goku visits Cell at the tournament platform in order to gain an understanding of his power. He basically goes and talks to Cell. It's kind of weird. And then he leaves because Cell's like, okay, in 10 days we'll fight. So he claims that he does not know if he is stronger than Cell, and Cell will probably beat Goku. And this comes as a surprise to everyone because they're like, you're always saying you're the strongest. What the heck's going on here? And you're always looking forward for a challenge. They don't understand why Goku is acting so mysterious. And they say, you can go back into the time chamber for one more day and train more if you want to. But Goku refuses the offer. Once again, comes as a surprise to the other because he's always willing to train. But Goku tells them that he and Gohan will be training outside of the chamber rather than subjecting their bodies to more strain, because he feels like if they're more rested, they will be more successful. Okay. This agitates Vegeta, who is angry that Goku is always one step ahead of him. Oh no. The curse continues. Goku works with some other people to measure his power, and it does turn out that Cell appears to be stronger than Goku is still. But Goku continues to not be worried about this. Let's see. So the tournament is about to commence, and step in one of the side characters that becomes important later on slide 18, Hercule Satan. Satan is his last name, so Mr. Satan to you. Yeah. But he is deemed to be the strongest human fighter. He runs all of like the martial arts tournaments with normal fighters in it, and he is the reigning champion. He decides that since this Cell guy, Cell has broadcasted to the world that he's holding this tournament. So he like hijacked some TV news channels and told everyone about it. So hearing about this, he decides to go check out Cell and this arena and his power. He is kind of like a big phony in the series because he's obviously way weaker than every other character.
So he's like pretending to be strong?
Yeah, he might be strong for a normal human, but Krillin could even beat his ass. You know, like anyone of our normal characters could easily wipe him out.
Krillin can't beat anybody, so that's impressive.
Right. So he kind of is like the peacock, and he's like, I'm the strongest, I will win, I'll save the earth, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. He goes there, Cell promptly throws him and like, you know, deals with him in one blow. While this is happening, the rest of the fighters come to the arena to get ready. Goku is deemed to be the first one to fight him. So they're going one-on-one to start. The whole time, Hercule is in the background, and he's like, oh, all these moves that these guys are doing are like tricks, illusions. They can't really fly. They can't really do any of this. He's trying to like naysay and like talk to, they have a video camera there too that they're watching, which might be the weird guys you were talking about.
No, like it was like the normal weird guys, and they were talking to why can't I remember anyone's names? I think they were with Master Roshi. It was like the white outfit and the little dude with like the hat.
Oh, like Chaozu and all those guys?
Yeah.
They're probably just gathering around and kind of like watching the fights happen or monitoring. So Goku starts the fight. No one's surprised, but Goku is able to keep up with Cell and go blow to blow with him, which is slide 19. They begin their fight. Cell is pulling out all kinds of tricks, getting new moves. He has like Frieza's death beam, and he has Goku's Kamehameha. So he has all of these fighters' unique moves. Exactly. Goku and Cell battle for a while, but Cell grows tired of being confined to the small ring that he built. So he destroys it for no reason.
Okay.
Makes sense. They can have an all-out fight, no tournament rules anymore. Anything goes. Just to make things more interesting. Goku throws everything he can at Cell and even tricks Cell into believing he would destroy an Earth with one of his Kamehameha waves. But he pulls out a new technique and pairs it with his instant transmission and pops right in front of Cell's face to blast him, which is slide 20. So he surprises him. And this move blows the entire top half of Cell away. So he's like
just disconnected
from the waist down is all that is left.
That's
so
weird.
Does some real damage, you know?
For sure.
Mm-hmm. But Cell's remains jump to his feet and he regenerates because he has that power. So the thing about Cell is if you even leave one cell of him left and not obliterated, he can come back.
Is that why his name is Cell?
It is. And he's comprised of all the strongest fighters' cells. So there you go. So Goku knew that if he continued to fight, Earth would be destroyed or Cell and himself would die because they would just kill each other. Goku forfeits the match to Cell and surrenders out of nowhere. He reasons that only one person can defeat Cell, and Goku reveals that this is Gohan. Cell is amused by this. He's like, "You're gonna send this kid to fight me? What the heck's going on here?" Before Gohan and Cell begin to fight, Goku asks Krillin for a sensu bean, and he gives it to Cell. So he's like, "Hey, you used a little bit of power in your fight with me. Here, charge up so you can fight Gohan at full power." Which is another, famously terrible Dragon Ball moves, but this is
how
this is
old
how
is Gohan supposed to be?
I think in this he's technically referred to as Teen Gohan. Gohan, I've looked it up before. Fight with Cell. Yeah, so this is where it kind of, they always call him Teen Gohan, but people say he thinks he's 11 in this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see the first thing that pops up is like, so he's either 10 or 11 during the Cell game, but that being the case, why the heck is he called Teen Gohan?
That's true, because he's not a teen.
Yeah, so he is 7. Yeah, so he is, people think he is 11. I tend to think that he's a little older than that. But yeah. Anyway, he's in that range. He's pretty young.
All right.
Yep. So Cell eats that sensu bean, saying that Goku has a screw loose or something. So Gohan begins his fight with Cell. And that is kind of slide 21. As a full power Super Saiyan, he is doing no better than Goku, unfortunately. And all the people watching are worried except for Goku. He's just like, he's got this. He's got this. As the battle continues, Gohan tells Cell to stop fighting because the power he could harness when he becomes fully enraged might destroy everything. If you'll recall Gohan growing up, there have been multiple instances where he goes rage mode and he gets very powerful but can't control himself. So this only makes Cell want to push him more. So that's what he keeps doing. He decides to destroy, Android 16 decides to destroy Perfect Cell with a self-destruction. He wraps his arms around Cell and blows up. But the bomb had been removed by Bulma when she repaired him earlier. So it is not there anymore. So Cell gains the upper hand and destroys Android 16, except for his head. So his head is the only thing left of the robot.
Yeah.
Perfect Cell claims that even if the bomb did blow up, he would not be affected too much because of his cell regeneration. Cell creates 7 smaller blue versions of himself called Cell Juniors.
That's cute.
Yeah. And he orders them to attack all the bystanders while him and Gohan fight to try to trigger Gohan more. And they're actually very powerful little blue bastards. So they're actually beating people down pretty hard. Yep. Gohan is becoming enraged at this because they are heartlessly beating up his friends and family, but it was still not enough to push him. Cell notices Gohan is getting angry, and he orders the Cell Juniors to kill everyone.
Oh, no.
Yep. Hercule finds the head of Android 16, which can still talk, so it was talking to him in the background. Android 16 pleaded with Hercule to take the head near Gohan. He's like, bring me to Gohan. I must talk to him for the sake of the world. Hercule complies, even though he's kind of he's a little bitch. Can't really do anything. But he sneaks him over there, and Android 16 gives some advice and words of encouragement to Gohan, saying it was okay to fight sometimes to defend loved ones and to protect the world he loved.
Wow.
Yes.
Very precious.
Very precious. It'll continue to be precious. We're going to watch this video.
Oh, no.
Yep. The other iconic moment of Dragon Ball history.
Should I just let it play?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm loading it up right now. I did watch it earlier to remind myself. So this begins with Android 16 reasoning with him. His voice is very weird. So he wants Gohan to let it go. And then Cell comes over and crushes Android 16's head, finally killing the android.
Why is Gohan so disturbed by this?
Because he's kind of like he probably has the most conscious of any of these fighters. He's like very goody-goody.
The heck is that bird for?
So, like I said, when Android 16 was alive, he really loved watching the birds and the nature. Yeah. So Gohan knew that about him. Now Gohan is getting a little triggered, remembering the bird.
I don't think an 11-year-old should have muscles like this.
Right? It's pretty crazy. And then something finally snaps. And now we get the classic Gohan Dragon Ball screams. Dust is flying everywhere. Cell looks confused. He's like, what is happening? Everyone in the background is like, whoa, do you feel that? The heck is that?
It's like what you're experiencing with the weather.
Yeah, seriously. You might be powering up outside somewhere. I don't know. And here we are. So now we get some sweet narration from the narrator. Gohan is solemnly crying while he is powered up to full.
It's got those little wavery tears in his eyeballs.
Yep. So you could probably cut it whenever you want there. But Gohan has officially... I want to watch the whole thing. Okay. You probably got just a little bit more narration anyway.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to watch all the rocks fly.
Oh, yeah. It's very dramatic. Mm-hmm. So Gohan has ascended into what they call a Super Saiyan 2. Mm-hmm. So this is fully surpassed all the other forms that everyone else has reached.
Wait, he's a what?
Super Saiyan 2. Yeah, this one has an actual sequential number. The other ones were just kind of like mid-tier improvements on the form. So he is powered up, and that's good. Cell is pleased when Gohan has reached this form, but Gohan's first attack destroyed all of the Cell Juniors. So that was his first move. He slaughtered all 7 of them easily. This astounds all of the people watching, Vegeta, Goku, the group. They're like, what in the heck is happening? But Goku is the least surprised, saying that he knew Gohan had this amazing potential in him when they were training in the time chamber. Mm-hmm. And even when Cell has powered up to maximum, he punches Gohan hard in the face, and Gohan is unfazed. He cannot really be touched right now. Perfect Cell has learned what fear is now that he is fighting Gohan in this powerful form. And he develops his strongest Kamehameha at point blank range. This almost destroys Cell, but Gohan decided to let Cell suffer for a while. But now Goku's getting worried. He's like, uh-oh, I've created a monster here. We need to just finish him off and be done with this. Mm-hmm. But it was too late. Cell regenerates, making the same mistake that Trunks made earlier. He began a transformation that reduced his speed drastically, which makes him unable to hit Gohan. So he bulks up. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get strong. I'm going to beat you.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. But he can't hit him. Gohan kicks Cell in the face and stomach, and the kick was hard enough for Cell to regurgitate Android 18. So the female comes back up. He reverts to his second form. And he begins to self-destruct. Cell is going to blow himself up and take the whole world with it. He's like, this is last-ditch resort. Mm-hmm. Going to be a problem. Seeing that this is happening, Goku uses his instant transmission to teleport Cell somewhere else. And he takes him to King Kai's world, which is that small world he originally trained on.
The weird little circle.
Correct. And Cell blows up there, killing everyone on the planet. So it kills King Kai, it kills Gregory, it kills Bubbles, it kills Goku. Mm-hmm. Dang. Everyone is dead. So Goku has sacrificed himself to get rid of Cell. But surprise, Cell comes back. Mm-hmm. He claims that he is back in his perfect form because the cells stored the memory of that form, and he was way stronger than before because his core had remained unharmed.
Okay.
So more Dragon Ball stuff, you know. And so he has increased in power once again. He blasts Trunks in the chest. You can see on slide 23. So he's just trying to kill people now. Vegeta tries to retaliate against Cell, saying, "You killed my son," like actually acknowledging that his son was hurt.
Wait, did he die?
I believe they save him with a sensu bean, but he's in bad shape. He's got a hole right through his chest. And then Vegeta tries to attack, but Gohan has to save him from Cell because Cell is so powerful. And then in slide 24, you can see Gohan has saved Vegeta, but has taken damage in doing so. And then Cell decides to charge up his biggest attack ever. And you got one more little video to watch, and we're almost wrapped up here. Iconic. Oh, you'll probably get an ad.
I have YouTube Premium.
Well, aren't you cool? I have an ad.
Okay, I'll wait till your ad is done then.
Okay, it's almost there.
Okay, let me know when to press play.
Okay, go ahead and press play now.
Okay.
So Cell has unleashed his solar Kamehameha on Gohan. Gohan is trying to combat it with a beam of his own, but as you can see in the clash, he is kind of losing. The whole planet's getting ripped apart. Things are going bad.
Yeah, those people are all hanging on to each other.
Yeah. Gohan only has the use of his right arm because the other one is broken. His father, Goku, is talking to him from beyond the grave, trying to help him, trying to find him the power that he needs to finish him once and for all. Out of nowhere, distraction. Vegeta launches some of his last energy at Cell to give Gohan the opportunity that he needs. And then Gohan is able to blast back with the iconic father-son Kamehameha. And more screaming because Dragon Ball.
A lot going on here.
Yes. Is he able to make the blast? And he does the slow walk up to him while he's blasting like a cool dude, you know?
Oh yeah. It's like a horror movie though, with those like lighting and color choices.
Yeah. And Cell begins to disintegrate. Dramatic, right?
Very dramatic. Like what is even going on right now? You could have nightmares about this.
Yeah. Some of those Cell faces he makes upon death or something else.
Mm-hmm.
And so this blast that Gohan has unleashed is so powerful that it has destroyed every single one of Cell's cells. So he is no longer able to regenerate.
Look at that.
And that is how Gohan successfully beats Perfect Cell. We get the little end part where he powers up and falls to the ground all triumphantly.
He looks a little ragged.
He's been through some things.
He really doesn't look 11.
No. I've always thought he has to be a minimum of 13 because they call him Teen Gohan. I'm sticking with that. It might not be 100% true, but seems more likely. Okay, so that creates Cell's downfall. Unfortunately, Goku is dead. But
for like ever?
Well, for now.
Okay.
But as you know, through other parts, even while they're dead, like Goku exists in the other world, you know, he's kind of doing his own thing. So no one's ever really
like
gone
the snake way or whatever.
Yeah, he's on the other side, you know. And Goku is able to send a message to Gohan through King Kai saying how proud he was of him for saving the world. So, and I think it's at this point that they all get together and they want to gather the Dragon Balls to wish Goku back. But Goku reaches out to them and says, "Leave me dead."
That's harsh.
Yeah, all of these battles that have come up that have almost destroyed the Earth are people wanting to get to me because I am strong. I am like a liability to this world.
Are other people stronger? Didn't they just prove that?
Sure. But it seems like he's always the catalyst for this stuff. So he decides to stay in the other world after explaining that he attracts these evil people.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be better for the Earth to live in peace without him for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He also notes that Gohan has surpassed him greatly now, so there will be no worries if another threat came. Yeah, Gohan will handle it.
Yeah.
Krillin wants the androids to be wished into people due to his crush on Android 18. But Shenron could not grant the wish because androids were stronger than him and he could not change anything about their people. So Krillin instead wished that the bombs inside of them were removed because they had self-destruct bombs in them still.
Mm-hmm.
Shenron is easily able to do this. Android 18, who had been hiding, reveals herself and got angry at Krillin for thinking that she would soften her feeling for any of them. And partially, Krillin mistaking Android 17 for her boyfriend instead of her twin brother. So she's like, that is my brother. That is not my boyfriend. Get it straight.
Okay. Wow.
She flies off, but not before saying, "See you later."
Does she say it just like that?
She does, I think. But yeah, so we have made it. That is the conclusion of the Cell saga. Gohan has realized his full potential. People died, but ultimately the world was saved. Future Trunks is able to return to his own timeline. Due to his increase in power, he is easily able to wipe out Cell in his own timeline, so this doesn't happen. So, yay!
All right.
There you go.
Look at that.
Yeah, we have made it. That was kind of a long one, but
there's a long one. No wonder I didn't finish watching it. Jeez.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I couldn't remember how many abridged episodes there were, but there's probably a lot.
Yeah.
So since we've kind of got to a stopping point on DBZ, I figured we could just do the classic. Maybe we'll take a quiz to see what character we are.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. And then maybe put a little feather in the cap for Dragon Ball for a while.
A feather in the cap? Why does that signify the end of something?
I don't know. Just like dressing it up, I guess.
Okay.
Put a bow on it.
Yeah.
So you do have to click the little start quiz thing once you get on that page.
Let's start.
Let's start.
Okay. What is your attitude after you win? Stands quietly. I don't know. I feel like it could be a good game or stand quietly.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
I feel like it depends on if alcohol is involved. Then I'm probably like, good game,
yeah. But if it's like an actual competitive thing, you might just be like, chill.
I'm gonna pick good game though.
All right.
Because I don't know any competitions that don't involve drinking anymore. Game. What about after losing?
What is your reaction after losing?
Well, if it's Call of Duty, then none of these fit.
It'd be like, okay, so the options are: this is impossible, facepalm. Next time you see me, you'll be sorry. Gives a smug look. I must do better. All right. It also depends on my move. I'm just gonna put must do better.
I guess I'll put that too. I don't really know. That one's hard. What is your favorite thing to do? Isolate myself, be with family and friends. I don't have time to play around. Fight or eat. I guess family and friends.
Yeah, I think so too.
Otherwise isolate. What is your best quality?
What are these clip arts?
I don't know. I don't know. My kindness, my strength, my intelligence, my perseverance. Only one, or my social attraction to others. It's not that one.
I guess I'll go my intelligence.
I don't know what to pick.
Well, you're a nice person. You could be kind.
Yeah, but I don't always think that's a good quality. I feel like I don't give up easily.
True.
I'll pick that one.
All right.
I also feel like I'm smart, but that's okay. What is your worst quality? I'm not very passionate. I'm timid. Arrogance. Vengeful. My blunt honesty hurts people's feelings. I guess I'm timid. I don't know. I don't know if I'm that timid though. I don't think I'm any of these.
I'm probably the most you would be is timid, but yeah, like you said, you're not really any of them. I'm just gonna go my arrogance. Sometimes I get cocky.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
What is your greatest strength? How come this one doesn't have a clip art?
Yeah, I don't know. It's got lazy.
Supreme strategy and intellect, caring and considerate, tenacity, confidence, or loyalty.
I don't say I'd have supreme strategy or intellect.
I feel like we both have just normal strategy and intellect.
Yeah, I think so.
But supreme really states like a whole separate level.
Yeah, that's saying you're like better than everybody else, and that's not really the case.
I guess I'm both caring and considerate and loyal.
I'm gonna go with my loyalty.
What is your greatest weakness?
I make things go on and on. What does that even mean?
I don't know. Like drag things out, probably.
I
have many fears, arrogance, unable to reach my full potential, too forgiving. I think I might be too forgiving.
You said that was the kindness problem earlier.
Yeah.
That's hard. I guess all unable to reach my full potential at times.
Mm-hmm. What do you fear the most? Death? That there may be no hope? That everything I care for is destroyed? And everything I have worked for? Is what you fear? Wait, you fear everything you've worked for?
Oh, maybe it must be everything I work for will be lost, I'm guessing, because that doesn't make any sense. I'm going to go with that there may be no hope.
I'm honestly not a fan of the idea of death, so I'm going to pick that one.
There you go.
Which job cliche did you want as a kid?
Probably the closest thing that I wanted was a doctor.
Me too, because I kind of went through that phase.
Yeah. What is your inner fire that drives you to succeed? To be the best? To defeat myself? To defeat others? My tenacity or my undying desire to protect?
I feel like my drive to succeed is to have so many things going on that I don't have to think about things, but I guess I'll pick to be the best.
There you go. And I'll just put make myself better. To defeat myself, I guess.
Yeah. You have to destroy a massive threat. What do you do? Nuke it? Send a team to take it down? Find its weakness? Lead it out of civilization? Innocent people should never get involved. Or destroy it at all costs, including myself. I'm going to find its weakness.
That's probably a good strategy. I will agree.
How long do you think you can last without food and without complaining? I eat every day, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, as a human, you can last.
You get hangry real fast. I mean, I don't know if you do, but I do.
For as long as my body can hold out.
What nightmares haunt you the most? You had to experience it in your dreams, but I don't really. Wait, so this is asking like really? Like I literally never remember my dreams. Is that what this is asking?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
or I guess you could just say what plagues your thoughts too.
Well, it says I don't remember my nightmares, so I'm gonna pick that.
Okay. I'm gonna put
if you could, what survival tactic would you like? Get stronger after being mortally wounded. Environmental adaptability or regeneration. I think environmental adaptability would be dope.
That would be the best thing, because why would you want to get mortally wounded?
Yeah, dope af.
Dope af.
Yeah.
All right.
It's calculating.
Oh,
okay.
Who'd you get?
I got Goku.
Nice.
But Goku's like a bad dad and a bad husband, and I don't know, a little bit of a disappointment sometimes.
But he's sometimes
You're
everyone in
Goku,
Dragon Ball Z.
son of Bardock, father of Gohan, husband to Chi-Chi, and the tenaciously ultimate fighter and defender of Earth. The inner fire you have is that you want to become stronger so you can defend your loved ones, who also drive you to succeed. You love eating food as well, although you're generally nice to others who seem to forget customs and manners of society, from the eating table to general greeting. You have something that nobody else has better than you. Self-control. I do have really good self-control.
There you go.
This makes you able to focus and makes you even stronger. When somebody is just as good as you or even better, you don't mind having a little fun and competition. In the end, you'll sacrifice anything to defend the innocent and your loved ones, even yourself. But I didn't click that answer, so that's okay.
Well, it just gave me Goku too, so that's
why does this always happen?
I don't know. I picked quite a few different answers from you too.
Yeah, I think we had a couple that were the same.
Yeah.
You want to find out what part we are?
Is that on this? Oh, it is on this.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, how many questions is this?
11
questions.
It's fine. What do you do in your free time? Hang with friends, sports, nails, do a fun craft, watch TV, cook some food. Friends.
Watch TV.
What is your dream day? Plan and host a super fun party. No. Go to your favorite band's concert and meet them. Yes. Nails, toes, eyelashes, sports. Going outside and sing or no. Playing golf, but golf is also fun. But definitely a concert and meet them.
I'm going golf and nice restaurant.
All right. What color hair? Blonde. Because I don't want to dye my hair.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Okay. What is your favorite donut? Oh, this is hard because maybe, but I love a good sprinkled donut.
Glazed is even kind of a sleeper there.
I'm gonna go with the sprinkled one. If it's a sprinkled cakey donut or a spud nut, yeah. What is your favorite color? Well, why are they combined?
Yeah, and these are weird.
Blues and golds. Like I want blue, but like gold.
Mint green lavender.
I guess I'm gonna go blues and golds.
I'm gonna go any sporty.
Yeah, what does that mean? I was just gonna ask. What is your favorite singer band? Okay, there's a lot of things going on here. These are all one. Chainsmokers, Fall Out Boy, Beyonce. Don't ask me how they fit together, because I don't really know.
Right.
Selena, Sia, and Taylor Swift. That's a better combination. Music that's chill. JT, Michael Bublé, Ariana Grande, Hot Guys like JB. I guess I don't play Twenty Pilots. It's actually really me, but
I don't listen to any of this. I'm just gonna put music that's chill.
All right, I do like music that's chill, like Spotify chill hits. I jam to that.
Yeah.
All right, which is better, fire or water? Oh no, my last name is Waters. Just in general, I have to.
Yeah, I'm going fire.
Okay. What is always your mood? Laughing 24/7. That's my most emoji, so I'm just gonna pick it.
I guess I'll go always hungry. None of these really apply.
What is your favorite thing to wear? Your sports jersey, your rainbow things, your Converse, your jewelry, your homemade clay charms, or your comfy clothes. I'm gonna pick comfy clothes.
I'm gonna just get Converse because they're shoes.
Yeah. Favorite place to shop? Sports store. And by sports store, I guess they mean franchises.
Yeah.
Joann's, Target, Claire's, the mall, Heart 3, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, you tried.
A heart made out of 3 is fine. Walmart, XD.
No one's favorite place to shop.
Target.
Just for the sake of being different, I'll do them all.
What is your favorite book? Harry Potter. Yeah. Books.
Yeah.
Fablehaven. I've never heard of that. Book about my favorite sports player. Hunger Games. None of these.
I'm gonna put none of these.
I put Harry Potter because out of those options, that was the best one.
Yeah.
Calculating.
Why does it take so long to calculate?
Blueberry. I wanted brown sugar cinnamon. You are super active and love to be outdoors.
Ooh. Is that it?
Any chance to be outside, you will be there. Your sport is your life. Nothing can change that.
Oh. Well, apparently I'm a rainbow cookie Pop-Tart.
I didn't know that existed.
Me neither.
Where can I order this?
But I am always hyper and love to get a laugh out of people. You have a good sense of humor and love to be with your friends. Unicorns and rainbows are life. So that's me.
Okay. It's called what? Frosted rainbow cookie sandwich?
Rainbow cookie Pop-Tart.
Rainbow cookie. The only one there is something that's called Rainbow cookie sandwich.
I guess that's it then.
They have it on Amazon.
Wow. Huh. Okay.
All right.
Well, there you have it. Some quizzes. I guess any final thoughts on getting through the Cell games of Dragon Ball Z?
Well, I wish there just weren't so many real episodes so I could actually watch it.
Yeah, I think there's like 450 episodes of Dragon Ball Z in general, or Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Yeah. It is a lot. I can't find that.
They made it up, probably.
Well, I found real pictures of it. But it must have been like a limited thing. Chocolate chip cookie dough?
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check on Etsy or eBay.
All right, you do that.
Anyways, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I was kind of, you kind of finished Vox Machina.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the end of the Cell games in Dragon Ball Z. Maybe it's time for a subject change on the next set.
Yeah. We're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, we are. But I guess if anyone has any opinions, they can let us know.
Yeah. Send us an email and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can send that email to 5f5v moreminutespod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. You can also send us a box of Rainbow Cookie Pop-Tarts if you have one, and I'll give you a good address if you email us asking for it.
Yeah.
But only if you send proof of Pop-Tarts and you hold up a sign that has like the date and stuff, because I don't want like some creeper showing up. Or I'll just use my parents' address and I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Anyways, you can also follow us on our socials at 5mmmpod and tweet about us or whatever using the hashtag 5mmmpod. And did you switch the thingy? Because that's why I sent it to you. But I switched.
I did.
I need to do the YouTube and the TikTok one still, but I made some cool little like Pride logos because it'd be June and it'd be hopping.
It'd be June.
Popping like a Pop-Tart. You can once again check out our website that we're supposed to be posting blogs on at bit.ly/5mmmpod.
I started the blog anyway, so progress.
That's more progress to me. And you can find my dice shop at www.brokenbowdiceshop.com/shop.
Oh yeah.
And like and subscribe, download our episodes, find us on YouTube. We're on like most podcast apps. Share us with your friends and family. Your friends who are your family. Family who's more like friends. Family. Peace out, brother.
Yep, clocking out. See you.
Bye.
Yeah.